July the 2nd has finally arrived and we have had the new Bleach trailer drop, revealing to us some incredible visuals, which have definitely made us feel reassured about the direction of the anime adaptation of the Thousand Year Blood War arc. Before we go into my reaction and breakdown of this trailer, let's briefly cover some news that we had before its reveal. Earlier in the week, we had leaks from the upcoming issue of Shonen Jump, which revealed to us our first proper look at the key visual for the new Bleach anime. A key visual typically gives us a preview of the art direction and stylistic choices a director will take for a given series, and if this Bleach key visual is anything to go off of, then we can rest assured that Tomohisa Taguchi, the director of the new anime, is bringing his best to the series. It has his signature style, which in my opinion I prefer over Noriyuki Abe's. The 2004 anime and the 2022 anime share the same character designer, Masashi Kudo, who is a key individual who needed to be brought back for the Thousand Year Blood War arc. The difference in approach of Abe and Taguchi is seen when we compare how they bring to life his character designs with the different color tones, lighting and line work. You will notice how Taguchi has this dark tone over all of his work with his signature lighting that brings the image to life, with the contrast between the lighting and the dark tones being the main stylistic difference that we can see. Abe has more of a consistent color tone, which generally gives his work a lighter tone. However, for a story like the Thousand Year Blood War arc, I really appreciate the color tone and lighting that Taguchi brings to the table. The key visual gives us a glimpse of the Gotei 13 and the Quincy. Surprisingly, there is no Ichigo to be seen anywhere, and this is because Bleach has a strong cast of supporting characters, which are of course beloved by all of the fans. We can see Shinigami like Hitsugaya, Shinji, Byakuya and the head captain taking the front stage with this incredible red lighting that is cast onto their clothing and hair. The darker tone combined with the shadows really make the image feel dark and gritty, setting the tone for the Thousand Year Blood War arc. Contrastingly, the bottom half of the key visual has Hashwat, Bambietta, Askin and Yhwach grabbing our attention. Again, the incredible character designs of Masashi Kudo really make the art feel faithful to Kubo's manga, and the color and lighting choices of Taguchi are to die for. If you haven't guessed it, I really love the style that the new Bleach anime is going for, and this key visual is one of the best that I have seen for any anime. Now, in addition to this key visual, hours before the trailer had dropped, we had 9 leaked stills from the trailer, and you can see that they carry on the artistic style that we had seen in the teaser that was released last year in December and the key visual that we have just spoken about. From these still images, it's hard not to love the new aesthetic style that Taguchi is bringing to Bleach, and how he is bringing to life Masashi Kudo's character designs and Kubo's character compositions within the manga. Firstly, we have this still image of Rukia, which again confirms the serious darker color tone of the anime, which is reflective of the darker story that will be told. We can assume that this image of Rukia is her just finding out about the Quincy's attack. Next, we have a shot of Renji, which again is a similar color tone to the image of Rukia. You can see the impressive designs of Kudo, how they perfectly match the manga and the previous anime. The darker tone suits the setting of this scene, as it's Renji trying to help his captain just before he is attacked by Mask D Masculine. The next two images are of the Gotei 13, and they are overcast with this orange sunset color tone. We see the captains assembling for a meeting, and aside from Taguchi's amazing lighting, you have to compliment the design work by Kudo once again, as each of the characters are drawn in perfect proportion to each other, showcasing to us the differences in height of all of the Shinigami. The darker tone of this scene is contrasted against the meetings of the Gotei 13 that we would have seen from the 2004 anime, where the tone would have been much brighter. In this scene, the captains are being informed about the Quincy and their promised invasion of the Soul Society within 5 days. Next up, we have 4 still images of the Quincy. We see a very expressive, sadistic Bambietta with again the same dark tone from the Renji and Rukia still. The next shot is of Baz B, which admittedly is the least impressive of these 9 stills, but we really get to appreciate the background visuals with the Quincy's signature blue reishi lighting up the entire scene. This incredible lighting is carried forward to our next close-up shot of Hashwat, with this blue color tone lighting up his face and casting these detailed shadows on him. This is another credit to Masashi Kudo, who has nailed the designs for the Quincy, at least from these still shots it seems. The next image is of Yhwach in the Shadow Realm where the Quincy reside. He looks amazing here. The design is flawless and the lighting brings his face to life in this pitch black setting. And the final image from these 9 stills is from a very iconic moment where Byakuya tells Ichigo to protect the Soul Society towards the end of the Quincy's first invasion. This is one of the most detailed shots within the Bleach manga, and the anime seems to have done it a lot of justice, with the contrasting thick and thin line work adding detail and seriousness to the art. And the rain that seems to be pouring down in the background and onto his face gives us some reassurance that the visual effects will be on par with the strong character designs, lighting and and shadows that we have seen so far. So now that we are up to speed with all of the recent developments leading up to the release of this new trailer, let's dive into my reaction and breakdown of the new trailer for the 2022 Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime. So because Viz is not actually streaming this panel live and Anime Expo haven't bothered to do it either, we've had a fellow Bleach tuber called Poxel actually attend the event. He sat in the actual audience recording the actual panel as it's going on. So at the moment we've got the voice actor of Uryu on screen answering some questions that Viz are asking him. It's a video that's playing, so different questions are being asked with the subtitles at the bottom. So apologize for the 140p quality of this video, but Poxel's doing his very best for us. He's actually got over 3,000 people watching this live stream. I'm not sure if he's had to put his camera down because someone spotted him recording. So a message from Tomohisa Taguchi. So it's nerve-wracking to be involved in such a big name title. We're working hard to produce something amazing. So there's a lot of talk about them joking about falling behind schedule because there's a step up in the quality of the production. They also said that they believe that the schedule is being pushed back for good reason. The staff are very motivated right now and they know the finished product will turn out great. Oh, Kubo's on screen. Can you give a message to fans about the 1000 Year Blood War? So pretty confident that this arc will be animated faithfully. It's going to be different from the previous series. Anime is using modern contemporary coloring. Even battle scenes never made it to the manga. Okay, to help insert those scenes in as much as possible. Okay, so the arc is going to be expanded. Kubo's confirmed it there. So the earlier many battle scenes would be cut from the manga. Lots of ideas for all the characters, sending over lots of battle design ideas. Involved in every part of the process, every step of the process. Okay, Kubo's involved with all of it. So he is going to add additional battles to the anime. So he feels like his involvement within the anime is going to add to the fans' enjoyment. That was the panel. That's the Bleach panel, ending with a special message from Kubo. Finally, the brand new Bleach trailer has been uploaded onto YouTube. So we've got the pink text, Bleach, the confined Quincy King regains his pulse after 900 years. Wow, look at the visuals at the back. His mind after 90 years, his strength after 9 years, and the world in 9 days. Look at the lighting. Wow, look at the blue color hue there. Taguchi is having so much fun with this. This is the last 9 days of the world. Oh, look at that yellow lighting on Ichigo. Wow, Bleach, the blood warfare. God, that looks stunning. Now, you could tell that Taguchi is directing this because it looks so much like his previous work, Akudama Drive. Now, the original teaser released in December featured pre-animated footage. That was made just to showcase the visual style of the anime. This trailer, however, that I'm seeing, I'm assuming that these are shots taken from the actual episodes that are going to be released. I mean, you can see that the anime staff are clearly having a lot of fun with this. From what I've heard, they have a solid passion for the series. I mean, when the animation staff have passion for what they're animating, things like One Punch Man Season 1 happen. I mean, the key thing that I want to emphasize with Taguchi's style is that all of his characters have proper lighting, shading, and then he adds his signature multicolored lighting outlines onto the edges of his characters. Like you can see here, this blue lighting that he has added. It makes the art feel stylish and it's very distinctive of its style. It's not just normal lighting and shadows, it's an added Taguchi touch in the form of a color hue, like this blue colored light that we're seeing on Ichigo. And this scene is obviously Ichigo trying to break out of Killgate Oppi's prison. Some incredible animation here. Look at the actual visual effects also with the particles flaring off of the screen. That's Iben when he tried to steal Ichigo's Bankai but failed. Obviously, I can't play the music too loudly because I'm not sure if it's going to get copyright striked. I mean, look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about with the shading and the lighting. It's got one light coming from the left-hand direction and it's got the blue light coming from the right-hand direction. The reflection on the glasses. Everything is so emphasized and stylistic with Taguchi's art direction. I mean, this is his distinctive look. He's known for his strong shades and his multicolored light reflections. And they are all over this trailer. That's an incredible shot of Rukia. And then you've got Renji. Look at the Zenbon petals there. Look how bright and vivid they are in contrast to the dark tone of the visuals. It's evident that Taguchi has gone for a dark palette of colors. He's establishing the dark tone of the story arc, and it perfectly complements those bright lights and those reflections that he adds on in key moments when a character is powering up or the Quincy are utilizing their Reishi. Look at all of the blasts. I mean, that dark tone contrasts so well with that blue Reishi, it hits you in the face. And again, this is from the stills that we spoke about earlier of all the captains. The lighting is phenomenal, and the detail on Shunsui's actual coat. And who could forget Head Captain Yamamoto? Wow, phenomenal. absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these visual effects look very realistic and they're blending well with the overall look and feel of the anime. A lot of these effects, you can see that they are hand drawn and they've added textures and particles, and it's giving them an overall better aesthetic. I mean, I'm very impressed with the Reishi of the Quincy. You've got Soifon here. You've got the battle between Byakuya and Asnot. You need to pay attention to the fluidity and the fighting choreography here. Again, those particle effects of Zenbon are incredible. Bambietta. Oh wow. Kenpachi striking Yhwach. You've got the darker color palette, you've got some of the reflections on his face, but you can tell that this is very different from the anime that we got before. I mean, the character designs, they're very faithful to the actual manga, and this is thanks to Musashi Kudo. See these visual effects of the wind as he's striking forward. You could tell from this singular shot that the anime is not going to be censored as much as the 2004 anime. Throughout this trailer, you just have to focus on Taguchi's lighting and how it dictates its style. Look at that. This is what I mean about Taguchi's lighting. On the left hand side, he's got the actual natural lighting. On the right hand side, he's got those red distinctive reflections, which add additional depth onto his image. I cannot knock anything. All the characters look perfect and on model. And I did say out of all the stills that we had, this shot of Bazz-B was the weakest, but you have to complement the actual particles of the Reishi behind him. And look at this visual shot of Hashwat. Okay, we've finally got Yhwach, and this is some bits from the teaser mixed in with new visuals. It culminates into the key visual, the Shinigami and the Quincy, and then Ichigo, Getsuga Tensho, and Thousand Year Blood War arc. Okay, October 2022. This is my favorite part of the trailer, I think. What an iconic moment. Okay, now I just need you to pay attention to the actual visual effects that are on display here. You can see all of the weather elements here. You can see the rain dripping. It's done so well. Rain is such an important weather element within Bleach. You can see all of the wind as well. Ichigo's Reishi, spiritual pressure building up, the rain in the background and the rain trickling down his face. Look at the shading across his eyes, the cross hatching. It's perfectly complementing Kubo's art style. I mean, if this trailer doesn't make you feel reassured that the new Bleach anime is in safe hands, then I don't know what will. We had some incredible new soundtrack from Sagisu. We had this incredible musical soundtrack from Sagisu with an army or warlike feel to it, with the trumpets blaring through, emphasizing the upcoming war that we're about to experience. We saw a lot of key moments from the first invasion of the Quincy within this trailer, and from Kubo's comments earlier, there were a lot of fights that he didn't manage to include within the manga, which he is hoping will be included within the anime, so there's so much to look forward to. Seeing this has made me feel even more hyped about Bleach returning, and I cannot wait for October for the first episode of the anime to drop. Thank you for making it to the end of my reaction and breakdown of the new Bleach trailer. I cannot wait to see you in my next video, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the latest news relating to the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime adaptation.
If you enjoy my content, then you can support my channel through Patreon for as little as $1 a month, or even through YouTube by becoming a channel member. You will gain access to exclusive channel perks and a Discord server which I frequently use. So become a member of my Zero Division and be the first to know about my upcoming videos. And once again, thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.